Okay, well, let's get started. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, how are you today? Hopefully that everyone is in a good health. Well, today we are going to explain about our today's activity. So actually today is week 4, but because we have a national break in week 2, so then we still have this activity in week 3. So we are going to do the activity in week 3 for today. All right. Welcome to the third meeting, week 3. So here is our learning objectives. First, given a video and PDF file about tab information about who, what, and where, you will be able to identify the functions of who, what, and where in conversations accurately. Second, you will be given an audio and PDF file about detect who and what in passives. You will be able to detect who and what in passive forms precisely. And the third, last one, you will be given an audio and PDF file about distinguish who and what in multiple nouns. You will be able to distinguish who and what in multiple nouns accurately. Well, okay, next. You are going to do this. You are going to watch a video and you do the activity. You have twice for the time. So you have 2 times to answer the questions or to do the activity. Well, next. And you need to share your thought about your opinions. Please share your thought related to these following questions. What is the function of who, what, and where? What do you think it is about? And the next one, this is a trial, so you need to do the next exercises about who, what, and where. So it has been detailed here. You can do later. And the next one, we are going to focus on specific information. Here's the thing that I'm going to explain to you. After completing the previous activities, read the materials below to enhance your understanding on finding specific information in listening for TAEP. Tap the information about who, what, and where. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, in this slide, we are going to tap the info about who, what, and where. This type of question doesn't mention the answer clearly. However, you should make a conclusion based on the clues in the conversation. Jadi silahkan didengarkan clue-nya apa ya, atau clue itu apa? Tanda-tandanya begitu ya, dari conversations yang ada di audionya. Who, basically it is asking a person, yes, ini bertanya tentang orang ya, siapa yang melakukan. What, asking a particular thing, jadi apa yang dilakukan biasanya begitu, atau bendanya apa. So where is asking a place or locations, di mana tempat terjadinya conversation, biasanya begitu. The next slide, who is used to ask a person who is the subject or object of the conversations. Who tidak hanya pelaku saja, bisa jadi objek ya. Oke. Lalu contohnya, who is the one sitting next to Miss Mirna? What is used to ask a particular name, thing, suggestions, and circumstance. Example, what do you think about Reisa's concert last night? And then where is used to ask place, destinations, and predictions of location discussed in the conversations. Where is the location of AR Fahruddin Mosque? So this is the strategies. When we have a listening part, there are 2 strategies can be used to answer the question that we hear. They are identify hints in the conversation. Silahkan diidentifikasi hints atau clue-nya dalam percakapan itu apa. The second is identify the answer by looking at the type of questions. Tipe pertanyaannya yang bagaimana gitu. Thank you. Ini source-nya dari TAEP Book ya. Kemudian selanjutnya adalah materi tentang detect who and what in passive. Jadi kita akan mencari who dan what dalam kalimat pasif. Oke. Sebentar ditunggu. Right, detect who and what in passives. Understanding who or what is doing a particular action in passive sentence often makes it difficult for us to understand the speaker's intentions. Karena bentuknya pasif ya, kadang sulit untuk mencari siapa dan apa yang dilakukan begitu. Lalu passive voice ada bermacam-macam tipe karena tergantung pada tensesnya apa ya. Passive voice ada di present tense dan sebagainya. Nanti akan kita bahas satu persatu. Present tense, pasif dalam present tense. Jadi passive voice itu kalau dalam bahasa Arab juga ada struktur begini disebut dengan fi'il majhul. Anda tentu sudah belajar tentang itu. Apa itu? Ma huwa fi'il majhul? Fi'il majhul adalah fi'il majhul huwa fi'il ma yusamma fa'iluhu begitu. Jadi fa'ilnya tidak disebutkan begitu. Jadi misalkan futihal babu, pintu dibuka. Pintu terbuka oleh siapa? Jadi fokus kalimatnya bukan pada siapanya, tapi pada objeknya biasanya ya. Pintunya terbuka gitu. Jadi Anda tidak akan bertanya oleh siapa, karena memang passive voice, karena fi'il majhul begitu. Oke. Jadi kalau dalam bahasa Inggris tensesnya bermacam-macam, jadi formula atau strukturnya bisa jadi berubah-berubah. Misalkan dalam present tense di sini formulanya kalau present tense biasanya subject, infinitive plus infinitive without to. Biasanya ditambahin s atau es. Contohnya Susan bakes a jar of cookies. Dirubah menjadi passive voice atau passive sentence menjadi a jar of cookie is baked by Susan. Gitu. Jadi formulanya berubah menjadi subject, to be dia selalu to be setelah subject to be-nya karena di sini present tense jadi is are plus past participle. Past participle di sini verb 3. Biasa kita kenal demikian. Lalu kemudian untuk present continuous, nah di sini ada continuous. Continuous itu biasanya identik dengan ing ya, ing begitu, verb ing pada verb ing ya. Oke, contohnya kalimat aktifnya Dina is eating the cookies. Berubah menjadi pasif, jadi the cookies are being eaten by Dina. Jadi setelah subject to be, setelah to be ditambahin being. Itu penanda bahwa kalimat itu continuous. Karena present continuous berarti to be-nya is are. Ditambah past participle, begitu ya. Kemudian past tense. Nah, ini kalau past tense, past berarti verb 2 ya. Verb 2. Kita lihat contohnya Daniel and Mary invited us to their wedding. Berubah menjadi pasif menjadi we were karena di sini past. Jadi to be-nya menjadi bukan is are lagi, tapi menjadi was atau were. Jadi we were lalu past participle. We were invited to Daniel and Mary's wedding. Okay. The next one, past continuous. Sudah past continuous begitu ya. Ditambah tadi cirinya continuous masih ingat? Ditambah being ya. Oke. Okay. Subject to be, was or were, being and past participle. Di contohnya di sini Nina was reading a book when James reviewed his magazine. Menjadi pasif. When James reviewed his magazine, a book was being read by Nia. Oke, okay. Itu past continuous ya. Itu bisa dilihat lagi formulanya. Kemudian untuk past perfect. Past perfect sudah past, perfect lagi. Past berarti tadi verb 2 ya, had. Di sini pakainya had. Perfect biasanya verb 3 atau past participle. Jadi Theo had won the game. Menjadi pasif, the game had been won by Theo. Di sini ada had been-nya. Ditambahin had been, lalu past participle. Oke. Okay. The last one, future simple. Future simple. Future itu identik dengan apa? Will ya. Subject will plus infinitive without to. Oke. Okay. The director will sign the documents next week. Menjadi pasif, jadi bagaimana? The documents will be signed by the director next week. gitu ya. Future perfect simple, sudah future perfect simple lagi. Kita lihat identifikasi future berarti will, perfect simple berarti biasanya pakai future perfect simple. Contohnya di sini kita will receive the letters next week. Jadinya the letters will atau shall have been ya, karena tadi to be-nya ditambahi have been, diganti menjadi have been, lalu past participle. The letters will have been received by Tita next week. Will have been received by Tita next week. Begitu ya. Future perfect simple. Alright. Example, contohnya gini. On the recording you will hear, Donnie looks very happy today. Yeah, the director chooses him as our new general manager for the next period. What does the woman imply? Bisa Anda fokusnya ke kalimat kedua ya, atau speaker kedua. Fokusnya ke speaker kedua. Jadi, yeah, the director chooses him as our new general manager for the next period. Lalu narrator will say, what does the woman imply? In your textbook, you read, he wants to be a general manager. Bukan. He is promoted to be a general manager. Betul ya, he is promoted. Dia dipromosikan untuk menjadi general manager atau GM. Discussion. The clue in the second line of the conversation is the director chooses him as our new general manager. It tells you that the man will be promoted to be a general manager. Therefore, the correct answer is B. All right. The next type in listening part A is to determine who is meant by the speaker according to the conversations. Jadi mencari siapa yang dimaksud dari speakernya. Okay. For example, on the recording you will hear, did you know the man who lives next to Danny's house? Yes, I know. He is amazing and brave. According to the news, a bank robber was caught by him yesterday. Iya, saya tahu berdasarkan berita, bank robber itu apa? Pencuri bank, begitu ya. Pencuri bank was caught, telah ditangkap olehnya kemarin. Lalu naratornya bertanya, who is probably the man? Siapa si laki-laki itu gitu. In your textbook you read a mechanic. Apakah yang menangkap maling itu mechanic? Tentu bukan. Teller? Bukan juga. Thief? Bukan. Lalu siapa? He is probably a police officer. Gitu ya. Ini diskusinya. The clue in the second line of the conversation is according to the news. A bank robber was caught by him. It tells you that the man is a police officer whose job is to arrest bank robbers. Hence, the correct answer is D. Ya. Oke, strategi 5. Strategi yang kali ini kita pelajari adalah detect who and what in passive. Jadi mencari who dan what dalam kalimat pasif. Please pay attention to the conversations. If the conversation consists of passive sentence, the answer is often an active sentence and vice versa. Biasanya kebalikannya, kalau conversation-nya passive sentence, berarti nanti jawabannya, pilihan jawabannya bisa active sentence atau kebalikannya. Begitu ya, oke. Well, okay, that is the second material. Do we have the next one? Yes, so this is it. The last slide that we have for today's activity. It is about distinguish who and what will multiple nouns. Jadi ada multiple nouns ya. Okay. Multiple nouns, it has a direct object. Direct object is a noun or noun phrase that receives the action of a verb. Jadi direct object itu apa ya? Maf'ul bih tapi yang direct gitu. Maksudnya apa? Ya, dijelaskan. The basic construction works this way. Subject, verb, who or what. Then a direct object answers the question of what and or who. Misalkan Deka repaired his bike. His bike is the direct object. Deka memperbaiki apa? His bike, sepeda dia, gitu. The verb ini direct object dari verb repair. Lalu contoh selanjutnya, I read the journal. The journal is the direct object of the verb read. Oke, okay? Ini karena karena past tense ya, jadi saya bacanya read bukan read. What did she or he read? Oke. Okay. Lalu kedua adalah indirect object. Nah, ini yang disebut multiple nouns. Indirect object. Indirect object is the recipient of the direct object or an otherwise affected participant in the event. There must be a direct object for an indirect object to be placed in a sentence. In other words, an indirect object cannot exist without a direct object. Jadi indirect object itu tidak bisa ada tanpa direct object. Then an indirect object answer the question to whom or for whom. Siapa ya, untuk siapa gitu. Example, they send him a postcard. Mana direct object, mana indirect object? Him is the indirect object of the verb send. Gitu ya. They send him a postcard. Ini indirect objeknya him, direct objeknya apa? A postcard. Jadi tanpa him sudah bisa they send a postcard. To whom? To Adam for instance, berarti him kan karena laki-laki gitu. They send a postcard to him. Nah, kalau strukturnya begini biasanya tambahin to. Okay. He bought his son a bike. Indirect objeknya mana? His son. Lalu direct objeknya a bike. Berarti kalimat ini tanpa a son pun masih bisa berdiri. He bought a bike, begitu. Itu tentang indirect object. So that's it. Thank you for your listening. So the next one you can do the activity in the next page. So it is about the quiz, comprehension quiz. You have 2 times for your attempt. You can do the activity for twice. Don't worry. And then the next one is reflections. So you have to reflect of today's materials. So from today's lesson, share your thought and write your comments in the reply box below. So well, everyone, that's it, I think, for today. See you around. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.